This is what I want you to imagine. You grow up never going to school, never seeing a doctor, and constantly being told that the government is out to get you. Hey everyone, today I'm going to be talking about the book Educated. Such an incredible book. It's by Tara Westover. I read this 5 or 6 years ago, and then I read it a second time a few months ago. I just have a few notes on my phone. It's a memoir. It's about her life, her childhood, and growing up in Idaho with a family that was very extreme. To be specific, they were a survivalist family. She was homeschooled. She ended up getting her PhD from Cambridge University. So the journey is incredible for Tara. She's no longer an active member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, aka she's no longer a Mormon. This story is both heartbreaking and inspiring because I think 3 of their kids got their PhDs, so that's crazy. But it is heartbreaking because of the abuse that many of the children had went through. One thing that I want to talk about is with their parents. I think with homeschooling, there's a positive side of you can have more freedom. You pick out the book that you want to read. You fall in love with education. With public schools, a lot of times people do not fall in love with education. Maybe later in life. I did later in life. Here's my thing about revelations and promptings now that I'm a member. Once the dad got a revelation to no longer drink milk. So they started having milk with water, right? So 6 years ago, I was like, whoa, that is insane. That's crazy. This guy's hallucinating. Nowadays, I'm like, I can see that happening. So I will say for some things, I'm like, okay. But here's the things with revelations and promptings. There's always a chance that it's your thought or it's the devil's thought. There's just space for error, and I don't think the family or the dad thought like that. I'm also anti-milk for the most part. Yeah, so that's kind of my bias. With revelations or promptings, I like to make sure there's maybe some science involved or personal experience. The sad thing kind of was that she had to choose between her family and herself. There was some domestic abuse going on, and the parents didn't believe Tara. That wasn't even the craziest part. So her mom was a midwife, and she would go with her, and she was not doing it legally. Let's just say that. There's memory versus the truth. So when you're writing a memoir and you're trying to add details, they might not necessarily be the truth, right? Because our brain reconstructs. When you hear stories like this, our church may be true, but that doesn't mean the members are.